Hey friends, Scott was turkey hunting this weekend, and he just got home. He got a turkey, by the way, and he just got home and he said, come out, I have something to show you. And wait until you see what he brought me home. Look! He brought me home a bunch of rocks for around our burn pile, right?
Yes, so we realized that we'll always have like a bonfire burn pile just because we cut down so darn many trees and brushes and whatever else, but it's never contained and it just kind of expands out. So I wanted to have sort of a significant border, and we had a handful, and what the rocks that we have here are square, but I guess I didn't want those, so I wanted the more round look. And where I go hunting, it's all farmland, and they were cleared off a field like 2 years ago with a big rock thing, and they had all these rocks piled along the edge, like millions of them of all different sizes. So essentially my buddy and I went through this whole big pile, and we picked out enough for our ring that we're going to create, and these are the ones that I could lift. So the heavier ones stayed behind and the smaller ones stayed behind, and they're all about the same size.
Oh, I love it. Let's unload.
All right.
While Scott pulls the truck around, I will show you. It's this area here, I'm sure you can see it already, that apple trees, brush, cutting down trees, junk trees, all of the brush goes over here in this pile. And we already have some bigger rocks, but that was it, 3. So Scott bringing these home will finish out this whole circumference, diameter, radius for this burn pile, that we can finish it off and use it. How exciting is that? And they were free. All right, we're gonna unload. So for those of you that are new here, we purchased a fixer-upper, kind of hoarding property 2 years ago. We gutted the old farmhouse and we built the new house and put on an addition to it. Well, we kept the frame of the old farmhouse and then we added the addition and remodeled. So in the summertime, Scott is a school teacher and he has his summers off. So in the summertime, he is able to go and do outside projects like this because he doesn't work during the day. So we are in the process of like cleaning up this whole property. So that is why everything looks a mess, because it kind of is a mess, and we are in the process of cleaning it up. So getting these free rocks was a huge score for us. So Scott's going to unload them, and I think we're just going to go in a circle, right?
Yeah, I don't know about this end because we piled it up, so maybe it's going to be oval shaped. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
And we can change the shape once we get this stuff moved and burned down, right?
Yes, of course.
Scott grabbed the little dolly just in case.
Some of these rocks are heavy.
Yeah.
Like really heavy.
So he's just gonna manhandle them. Wow. And I'm like, no can do, buckaroo.
Hey, look at that, it's beautiful.
Wow. I am not that strong, so he is going to just slowly take it rock by rock and just place them around this border. And then I will bring you guys back when we are unloaded. It's gonna look so good. They're perfect for this. Hello, Roy. We are about, I don't know, halfway around.
Oh, we're over that.
You think so?
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna be short a few, probably 4 or 5 maybe. Oh yeah, I guess we're probably 3/4 of the way through. So it'll go around here, cut underneath these branches, and we'll circle back to there. And Scott probably has 7 or 8 left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 7.
Oops, I'm sorry. So we have these left. However, if we run out, we have some rocks in the DZ. If you guys watch my movies, you know what the DZ stands for. It's the dumping zone, because the previous owners just took a bunch of crap and dumped it in here. So there's a couple up there, and there's some down here we can use off of the property, so that's kind of nice. And then over here we have a few that we can use, so we won't be SOL. We will have enough. But most of the rocks that we got out of here are like the flat landscaping rocks. They're like this. They're like flat like these. So he wanted round ones. And there are a few. But yeah, this is the current state of the DZ. Someday this will all be garden. The hoop house and the greenhouse will go over here. And then from back here forward, it will be all garden. So we will, if we need them, we will come out here and we will grab these ones from the DZ. This is why I don't like it when my chickens free range, because they are in the garden. Look at them. Just hen pecking away, happy as can be. I mean, this is kind of like a dumping zone garden. I just put like plants in here that I want to overwinter. But look, the little hostas are coming up, and the lilies are coming up. And what else is in here? I have some snow on the mountain and some sedum. So the gardens, I'll have to do a tour. The gardens are really starting to come to life, and this next week the weather is supposed to be spectacular. So let's get back to the rocks. We have a bunch of bigger sized ones. So Scott decided he was going to come over to the DZ and grab those 2 medium-sized ones so they don't look so out of place. So he grabbed this little, I don't know, what is this thing called?
Dolly.
A dolly. So he's going to grab these 2 and bring them over.
So I'll make this one work.
Wow, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Dang. I'll never be that strong. That thing works pretty slick. You can just roll them off now.
Pretty much.
Watch your toes. Watch your toes. wonder if these were rocks that were...
These were in the basement. You can see the mortar.
Oh yeah, we have a stone basement from the old farmhouse. We have a stone walling. And when we redid the root cellar, or the basement.
Yeah, at some point they cut a hole. There was an original farmhouse. They put an addition on, and then they cut a hole or a door between the two. And these are just laying in the basement.
And that's right, we hauled them out.
So, they cut a hole in the wall, or as a door, I guess. And then that part of the basement, the original part, was a dirt floor. So we hired a contractor to come in and put drain tile around the whole basement, so we had a dry basement, and then fill and pour cement in that area as well. But there was tons of rocks and debris and wood, and there was old stalls in there that looked like animals, so we had to remove all that prior to them working, and that's where a couple of these ones came
Oh,
from.
that's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
That we have those still on the property and we're using them.
Yeah, I think so.
We are down to the last rock, you guys. Scott's putting the last one in, and we made the circle complete. We had to use 4 or 5 of the rocks that we had here, but for the most part, the ones that he got up north made this circle for our bonfire circle. Oh, it looks amazing.
It does.
I can't wait to burn all this stuff so we can see it.
Anytime now. Everything's green enough.
Well, you guys, that's it for today's video. Thanks for hanging out with us as Scott unloaded all these free rocks and made a bonfire circle for our bonfire pile. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye, friends.